Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can you all hear me? Okay, last session we have completed time tracking. We have created projects and users. Today we will enter timesheet and we will enter that time to the client. Okay. Now today you can enter your timesheet. Go to customers, time tracking, and click on this timesheet tab, and from projects you can select the project that your branch. Then you can select the task, and you can enter few hours for that project, and you can enter few timelines, and you can invoice that time to your client. Okay, like this you can enter your time, and you can save. Then you can go to customers, transactions, customer tax invoices, add a tax invoice. You can select your customer. After you select the customer, if that customer has a timesheet or invoice time, this add time entries will activate. Now we will select another client. Now this add time entries button deactivated because this customer doesn't have any time to invoice. Okay. Now we will again select that customer. Now this customer has time to invoice, therefore this button will activate. Okay. After you select the customer, you can click this add time entry and select invoice time. After you select that invoice time, that available times will display. Now from here you can select which time you want to invoice, and you can invoice that time. Or else there's another option. There are two options. First one is all unbilled time. Second one is date range. Now if you select all unbilled time, system will display all unbilled time. From there, if you want, you can select some particular period and you can invoice, or else you can select from this date range and you can set a time. Then system will display this date range unbilled time. Okay, there are two options. First one, all unbilled time, then system will display all unbilled time. Then second option is we can set a date range and invoice that period. Okay, now we have set this today date range and create invoice lines. Now system has actually we have entered 3 lines. Now those 3 lines link to this customer invoice. After that, you can process this invoice. Okay, now you can go to time tracking, and you can enter a few timelines, and you can go to customer and invoice those time. Okay, now you can enter daily timesheet, or you can select this weekly tab and you can enter your time by weekly. Okay, now from here also you can enter. You can enter weekly also. Now if you want to move a particular week by from these arrow keys, you can change those weeks. And in addition to that, if you want, you can import your timesheet after you go to daily, and there's an option import timesheet. You can click that import timesheet. Then these options will display. You can by clicking this, how do I set up a CSV file? You can download an example, or you can view an example. By clicking this download an example, then system will download CSV file. You can fill these details: date, user, then customer, project, task, meeting, number of hours, and if you want, you can add comment, and you can upload this CSV file to the system. Okay, after that, after you fill that CSV file, click this import timesheet, then click this browse button, and you can select that CSV file and you can import that timesheet to the system. Okay, if you want, you can try this weekly timesheet, and you can invoice that time to the customer. Okay, if you have any questions regarding timesheet, you can ask. Okay, then we will move to debtors manager. Main purpose of this debtors manager is we can follow up our outstanding customer outstanding, and we can send reminders. And if clients not paying that invoices, we can maintain why they are not paying, or we can manage when will they pay. Actually, we can manage this debtors manager as a CRM also. Then we can maintain that anticipated payment dates and non-payment reason. This debtors manager also add-on module. You can activate that module from My Profile, Auto Administration, My Profile. Click on Upgrade. You can enter one in debtors manager, and you can click Next and Finish. Okay. From Administration, My Profile, you can activate this debtors manager module. Okay. First, we will move to this debtors manager outstanding invoices workflow. Now, from this workflow, we can set to fix dates to send reminders for outstanding invoices. Now, when we are creating customers, we have given credit period, and if you want, you can send outstanding reminders after invoice date, or if you are giving any credit period to customers, you can set that send reminders after that credit period also. Okay, now from here, you can see this plus mark. By clicking this plus mark, you can set number of days, and from here, by clicking this send email, you can send emails, and you can set that reminder email body from here. And also, if you want to block, now if that customer is not paying, if you want, you can block that customer after a few days. Okay, now for an example, if you want to block this customer in after 15 days, you can tick this option. Then if a particular customer has outstanding more than 15 days, system will call that customer. Then your users cannot invoice to that customer. Okay, and if you want to add more days or more reminder days, you can add by clicking this plus. First option is invoice issued. Now for this one, after 7 days, you can send reminder. Then second option is invoice become overdue. Now invoice become overdue means now you are invoicing to particular customer, and you are giving credit period, and from this option you can send after credit period also. Now for an example, if if you raise an invoice for a particular customer January 1st, and that customer's credit period is 30 days. Now if you enter 1 day here, then 31st of January, system will generate reminder. That means invoice become overdue. Customer has 30 days credit period. You will invoice on 1st of January. Customer has 30 days period, and after 1 day, 31st, system will generate reminder. And this from payment received, if you want, you can send receipt also. After changing these days, you can save this workflow. Okay. And I'll quickly go through this customer. When you are creating customer, if you want to include or if you want to exclude from debtors manager, now from here there's an option exclude from debtors manager. Now if you want to exclude a particular customer from debtors manager, that means then if you exclude that customer, system will not send reminders to that customer, and system will not call that customer. Like that, those functions will not happen if you exclude a particular customer from debtors manager. Okay. From here you can exclude by ticking this option. You can exclude debtors manager from particular customer. Then from there's also three options. First one, invoices can be viewed online, that is customers on. Then second option is send outstanding invoice reminders. If you don't want to send outstanding reminders, you can untick this option. Then third, send overdue invoice reminder. If you don't want to send reminders, you can untick this option. Then for these customers, system will not send outstanding reminders. Then when you are going to additional contacts in customer, when you are creating customer, there's a voice invoices and overdue invoices. Now if you want to send outstanding invoice reminder or overdue invoice reminder to additional contacts, you can tick this option. Okay. Now if you are adding any additional contacts, and if you want to send reminders for those additional contacts also, you can tick these options. Then system will send reminders for this additional contacts also. Okay. Now you can set outstanding invoices workflow. You can add reminder days, and if you want, you can remove by clicking this delete button. You can remove by clicking this plus mark. You can add number of days to outstanding reminders. Okay, now you can check these options. Okay, and you can edit this email body from here by clicking this edit button. You can set subject, and from this insert placeholder you can add details. Now if you want to add a customer name, you can add from here, and you can enter dear and customer name, and this information you can add to that email body. Company name, company email, company name, company telephone, customer name, contact name, action days, invoice number, invoice outstanding amount, invoice date, invoice due date, username. Those things you can add to email body. Now for an example, if you want to add contact name of a particular customer, you can add, you can select this contact name. Then when you are sending emails, system will pick that contact name of that customer. And next we will move to Invoice Manager. From here you can view outstanding invoices. System will display, this grid will display customer name, document number, due date for that invoice, days outstanding, reminder date, anticipated payment date, outstanding balance, expected amount, and actions. And if you want to customize this grid, you can customize. You can add these columns. If you want to remove, you can untick this column. And if you want to send email by clicking this action, you can send an email. And if you want to add anticipated payment date, you can open this invoice, go to options, anticipated payment, select anticipated payment, click add, and from here you can enter those details. Now you can enter non-payment reason and anticipated payment date, expected amount, and contact name, next action, reminder date you can add. You can add a note to this non action also. Now you can view that customer, anticipated payment date, and expected amount. And if you want to send reminder, or if you get a reminder to follow up this, like this outstanding payment, you can get a reminder. Then we will go to outstanding invoices communication run. From here, we can set current date, and you can preview communication. Then okay, now from this outstanding invoices communication run, you can send invoice reminders to your customers. Now from here, you can view invoice issued after 7 days, one invoice, and overdue invoices after 7 days, 7, after 30 days, 11, and after 90 days, 144. Okay, now we have set that number of days, 7, then after 30 days, then after 90 days. Those days will display here, and system will calculate how many number of invoices and total outstanding amounts here. Then by clicking this send all communications, you can send reminders to these customers. Then next one is customer non-payment reasons. From here, you can add non-payment reason. You can enter code and description and save. Then that non-payment reason will save. System also has several default non-reasons, and in addition to these reasons, if you want, you can add by clicking add non-payment reason. Then next one, outstanding invoices action code. You can add code by clicking this add action code, enter code and description. For this one also, system has a default code. And when you are entering that anticipated payment dates, you can set that non-payment reasons also. From here, you can set non-payment reason and next action. Okay, now you can practice this debtors manager balance part. You can create a communication run, and you can add few customer non-payment reasons and outstanding invoices action code. Okay, Debtors Manager is an add-on module. You can activate Debtors Manager from Administration and My Profile, and this is mainly used for follow-up outstanding invoices, and you can maintain this Debtors Manager as a CRM. You can enter recent non-payment reason and anticipated payment days and amounts from the system. Okay, if you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, now we have completed the supplier module and customer module. Next, we will move to items. I'll quickly go through add an item. Go to items and click add an item. You can enter customer code and description. If you have a customer category, you can add item categories, and you can enter physical items or service items. If you select service, this opening quantity and opening quantity as at date deactivated, and you can enter selling prices, and you can set item accounts, sales accounts, cost of sales accounts, inventory account, and item adjustment account. And if you are selling prices, different prices to different customers, you can set or you can enter that price list, and you can enter relevant price list for particular item. Then you can add notes, you can add user-defined fields, and if you want to add picture or that item, you can add picture. Then we will move to list of items. You can add item bundles. Click add item bundle. You can enter bundle item code and bundle item description, and you can add components of that bundle item. Select item code and you can enter quantity, and you can save. Then item categories. From here you can add item categories. You can enter description and save. Okay, we have done this when we are creating master files, and then you can customize this grid by clicking this customize grid. You can add these columns by ticking. You can add these columns to the item list. Then we will move to transactions. First one, item adjustments. Now from this adjustment we can use now after stock taking or physical stock taking, sometimes your actual quantities and physical stock may be different. In that case you can do item adjustment for balance that items in the system. Okay, there are two options. The first one, quantity on hand and or average cost. Second option, quantity on hand or average cost using a quick entry bid. Now, first option, you can enter only one item, and you can enter the reason why you are changing this average cost, and you can enter new average cost and new quantity, and you can set adjustment date, and you can complete this item adjustment. The next option is quantity on hand or average cost using quick entry bid. From here, you can do adjustment for more than one item. Okay, you can select the date and enter reason, and from here you can select items, and you can change the quantity or average cost of that item. Here, at once you can change or you can adjust more than one item. And also, if you want to import by clicking this import button, you can import that item adjustment. You can enter item code, average cost, and quantity on hand, and you can upload to the system. Okay, now you can do a few adjustments. You can add a single adjustment, or by using this quick entry, you can add item adjustment. Okay, next we will move to adjust item selling prices. Now, sometimes due to some government policies or some taxes, your selling prices you need to change, and there are few options to change your selling prices. First one is you can change manually. You can go to this item list and you can open that item, and you can change that your item selling price. But this will take considerable time to change all items if you have several items. Therefore, from system, you can adjust item selling prices. There are three options. First one is adjust selling prices. Now from here, you can select the price list. Now, if you have several price lists, you can select the price list, or you can select all price list, or you can select few price. Then click next. There are also three options: selling prices based on selling price. Second option, selling prices based on last cost. Third option, selling prices based on average cost. First one, selling prices based on selling prices. Now from here, you can select particular item or range of item or all items. And you can select active, inactive, or both items. Now these prices may change sometimes due to exchange rate fluctuation or some economic factors. You want to change your prices because sometimes your cost may change or your administration expenses may change. Therefore, you need to change your selling prices. Okay, and from here you can select item category or item type, and from here you can adjust your selling prices as a percentage. Now, for an example, if you want to change your selling price by increase by 10%, you can enter 10% here and click next and finish. Now we will check this price. We will add this DV. We'll change that selling price again. We'll select all price list. Now you can see this Dubai visa price is 5,500, and before change it's 5,000. We have increased by 10%. Now new price is 5,500. Okay, like that, at once you can change your selling price. Then we will move to next option. Adjust selling prices. Selling prices based on last cost. You can select prices from here, and if you want to add, you can add adjustment by 50. You want to increase by 50% based on your cost. Now here, previously our price is 5,500. That this item last cost is 14,947. Now it has increased by 50%. That means that price will go to 22,406. Okay, now selling price, you have 50% profit margin from based on this last cost. Then I think you can understand this 22% into 50%. Next one, selling prices based on average cost. Now this item average cost is 100. Selling price is 150. By 50%, it has increased. Now I did that average cost again, sorry, last cost again, increased by 10%. Now last cost is 100, inclusive price is 110. Then I'll do this price based on average cost again. I'll increase by 20%. Now here average cost is 100, price inclusive is 120. Previously it's 110, now 120. Okay, like that. At once you can increase your selling prices as a percentage based on selling price, previous selling price, and based on last cost and based on average cost. And also, when you are changing these prices, there's another option, update selling prices on recurring invoices. Now you can remember, you can create recurring invoices, or you can schedule your invoices from this customer recurring invoices. If you want to change these invoices selling price, you can tick this option, update selling prices on recurring invoices. Then these scheduled invoices selling prices also change. Okay, now you can practice that option, adjust selling prices, and you can check this first option, adjust selling prices, and please check these three options, selling prices based on selling price, selling prices based on last cost, and selling prices based on average cost. Okay, next we will move to second option. Adjust selling prices using quick grid. Click next. You can select the price list, and you can select items, particular item or item range or all items, and you can select item categories. If you are changing prices for particular item category, you can select that category and you can change the prices. Or if you are changing all item category prices, all items, you can select all item categories. And you can select active or inactive items. And you can select service item or physical item or both items. Then there are three options based on selling price, average cost, and last cost. You can select these options and you can change the prices. And if you want to round up, round down, normal rounding or no rounding, and you can change your prices, selling prices, adjust prices manually or increase by percentage. And if you select adjust prices by percentage, you can enter the percentage. And if you want to change selling prices of recurring invoices, you can pick this option. Okay, first we will check these adjust prices manually. Then system will display a list of items. From here, you can change the selling price. And by manually, you can change the selling price, and by clicking next, you can complete this selling price changes. Then next option is adjust prices by percentage. Now we have increased by 40%. Now this item price is 150. If we multiply by 150 to 1.4, then new price will be 210. If you increase by 40%, this price will at 150 will change to 210. Like this, we can change by percentage. In addition to that, you can change your prices based on average cost and last cost. Now current price is 150. After you change, now last cost is 100, increase by 10%. Now then it will change to 110. Like that, based on last cost or average cost, you can change your selling prices. Okay, now you can check or you can practice that change selling prices using second option, just selling prices using pick entry grid. Okay, next we will move to last option, copy from another price list. Now from here, this is very simple. If you want, you can copy from one price list to another price list or several price lists. Then now this default price list will go to trade price and retail price. Now we have changed this default price list to trade price and retail price. Now you can see all three prices are similar prices. Okay, now you can practice that last option, copy from another price list. Okay, now we have completed item transactions. If you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, next we will move to special. Adjust item opening balances. Now, sometimes after you enter your item opening balances, you may need to change, edit your opening balances. For that, we can use this special, go to items, special, adjust item opening balances. You can select that item, and you can enter why you are changing that item opening balance. You can enter new opening cost and new opening quantity. System will display opening balance as at date, and you can save this item opening balance change. Then your new opening balance will be that adjusted opening balance. Next one, renumber item codes. After you set your item codes, later you may need to change your coding system, a particular item or all items. In that case, you can use this renumber item codes option. From here, you can change your item code. System will display current item code description. You can change your, or you can enter your new item code under new item code. And you can enter all items, and you can click renumber item codes. Like that, you can change your item opening balances, and you can renumber your item codes. Now you can practice that, adjust item opening balances and renumber item codes. Now we have completed up to special. Next session, we will start reports. Before wind up today, I'll quickly go through this list of bundle items. Now, from this bundle item, you can create components to one item, and when you are selling or purchasing, you can purchase without entering each component of that component of items. From one item, you can select all items. Now, for an example, we have created this computer bundle item. Here we have entered CPU, monitor, mouse, keyboard, speaker, and each item we have entered quantity. Now, when you are invoicing, you can change. If you are selling bundle item, first you need to change this item to bundle type. Then you can select that bundle item. After you select bundle items, that system will display component of that bundle item. And you can at once you can pop up all these other components. Okay, now this message is coming, not required or below 0. I think you can remember when you are setting these items, company settings, general settings, item settings. We have said that do not allow item quantities fall below 0. I change that to warn when items quantities below 0. Just change type to bundle, then select item, enter quantity. Now you can advance, you can enter these items and you can change those quantities. Okay, and if you are selling as a bundle, you can create bundle items, and when you are invoicing and purchasing, at once you can enter several items by selecting one item. And today we have completed that item creation, and we have done change transactions, item transaction. We done that selling price changes and the selling prices. Now due to economic factors or some government changes, you may need to change your selling prices. In that case, if you are changing one by one, it will take considerable time. Therefore, you can use this adjust selling prices. You can change selling prices as a percentage, or you can change your selling prices based on current selling price, average cost, or last cost. Then at once you can change your selling prices. Next session we will do item report. And one important thing, after these sessions, after this course, there will be an evaluation. We will send you assignment. You need to complete that assignment. We will send some paper. In that paper, you need to create master files that customer, supplier, inventory, banking, GL accounts, and you need to enter some transactions, that invoices, supplier invoices, customer invoices, purchases, payment receipts, and those transactions you need to enter. And after that, you need to generate some reports, that module reports and financial report. After that, you need to send to us. Then we will evaluate, and we will send you the marks. After that, if you have reached that pass mark, you will get a certificate after completing this course. Okay, you can practice these transactions and master file creations, and generate reports. And if you have any questions, please ask. Please clear all your doubts. And if you have any practical issues if you are working, you may have some question regarding to your company policies or company practice and the system. If you have any question, please ask and clear your doubts. Okay, and we'll wind up for today. If you have questions, you can ask in next session. Then thank you very much. Have a nice good night.